We're live, sir. You're gonna say it? You're gonna say it? Are we live?
I'm not gonna say it.
Are we live,
I'm not gonna say it because you guys want me to say it.
Yeah, we do.
I don't want you to say it. That's why I'm asking you if you're gonna say it. See, it's reverse psychology.
Episode 21, RSG Podcast. My name's Ryan Eastep. Mr. Roby Watson.
Hello.
Mr. Nathan Connor.
Hello.
Yeah, we have a decent show tonight. We have a lot of news tonight, a lot of interesting, fun stuff. We're going to be talking about the death of Mr. Spock. As we all heard, Leonard Nimoy died, which I thought he was going to live forever.
I love how it says interesting and fun news, and then goes immediately to someone's death.
Yeah.
That's fun and interesting, guys.
It sucks.
Someone died.
He's one of the 9 emperors of nerddom, all nerddom,
Yeah.
and we've lost him.
The 9 emperors of nerddom. I wonder if can we name 9 emperors of nerddom?
I think so.
Let's do it. Let's right now.
All right.
Leonard Nimoy.
Leonard Nimoy.
Hey, boy.
Okay.
Right.
William Shatner.
I don't think Shadow gets on
I
the
don't think
list.
Shatner gets on the list.
Right.
He's done too much other stuff.
Shadow's not a good person. Like, Nimoy was genuinely a good person. Everybody liked Nimoy.
Shatner's kind of
He's kind of Shatner.
Yeah.
He's a little too
He's
Shatner
kind
to
of
be on
Shatner.
the list.
Okay.
He's more of a joke.
Okay, then what about
You got Wheaton's got him on the list.
Oh yeah,
I think
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton is definitely up there.
Right.
That's of the Star Trek universe, anyways. And then, how do we pick one person out of the Star Wars cast? Maybe
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
I would say Mark Hamill. I would, because Mark Hamill. Like, here's the thing: Mark Hamill has gone on to do other things, but most of the things that he did were video game related or cartoon related.
I mean, you got to go Hamill too. I'm gonna give you Hamill as the right choice here.
Yes, over
Solo.
Yeah.
Over Ford.
Who, by the way, Ford is plane crashed. He went to the hospital,
Yeah.
critical condition. Yet another one
You better not.
of the nerd greats.
You better not.
Why?
You can't die.
They're done filming. Primary filming.
Primary filming on the next Star Wars is done. It's
We're-
fine.
If he's gonna go, now is the time.
Right.
We don't want him to start.
He's
filming the
left
next
a
one.
Star Wars legacy. Like, the last thing he did was Star Wars.
Right.
Like, really, that's the best
As
thing
opposed
do
to
Oddly
Kingdom of the
amazing.
Crystal Skull, for
Oh.
instance.
But let's see, who else? I think Hamill over. Yeah, definitely Hamill. Will Wheaton, Leonard Nimoy. I think we have to, maybe newly inducted, have to go with Joss Whedon.
Yeah. His work.
He doesn't appear in a lot of stuff, but he's done like Firefly, the Marvel movies.
All right.
You know,
I'll give you Joss Whedon.
I can't. I don't know. That's you can't.
Yes, I don't know if there's 9. You can go 9 like solid people.
Can we just choose one of the? Listen, I'm not a huge fan.
I'm gonna go with like Dumbledore from Harry Potter,
No.
because you can go. You know what I mean? Like,
Harry
is there
Potter's not
somebody from
real.
Harry Potter? What about somebody from Lord of the Rings?
I think we can go with somebody from Lord of the Rings, but we have to go with Peter Jackson if we're gonna do that. Either Peter Jackson or
Who's the guy that played Gollum?
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
I don't know if we can go with Andy Serkis. Man.
That's pretty awesome.
I'm not saying he's not awesome. That's not what we're.
not great.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about here. Though.
See, I don't think there are 9 emperors of nerddom. I'm gonna give you like 1 emperor of nerddom,
I bet there are.
and then there are like
Well,
9 princes.
there's
maybe.
others that you have to get. Like,
We're talking about like
you might have
internet.
to choose a doctor.
We're talking
honestly,
like internet nerddom. Then we're talking about like characters too in the TV show. So you like Gandalf's on this list. You know, like Gandalf is one of the.
Ian McKellen.
You know, yeah.
I think Ian McKellen's a good choice.
Loki.
George R.R. Martin.
All right. Well,
What about?
that's sort of a Homer favorite for me, but I'll give it to you.
Well, I mean, the guy, you know, what makes an emperor isn't just what they've done, but
Right.
also like who they are. Like Ian McKellen is actually a pretty good choice. He's very,
Yeah.
you know,
And
brutal.
Anyway, let's carry on.
the actor who plays Loki, he does a lot of stuff in character when he normally doesn't
Hiddleston.
have to, like for conventions and stuff. So,
Oh, does he?
oh yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
he even comes by and quotes lines with people and stuff. It's
Anyways, sad news. Leonard Nimoy passing due to lung disease, basically.
was it lung disease?
Yeah.
Yep.
He quit smoking 30 years ago, but it wasn't soon enough.
Mm.
So
Wow.
yeah. Of course, he was old when he quit. So
Yeah. Well, back then,
Yeah. He put in some serious time at the farm.
it's like back in those days, though. Like when he was growing up and he was our age, it was okay and expected for guys to smoke. Like there was no scientific health negatives. You know.
yeah. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, have you ever seen Leonard Nimoy's rendition of, I think it was one of the songs out of Lord of the Rings, or no, it was The Hobbit, maybe. I'll have to show you guys this video. We'll put it in the description when we are done here, because it's
get to the Facebook page and we never link anything
yeah,
to anymore.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We don't.
If you're still on the Facebook
Sorry.
page, kudos to you, because that's pretty
But
impressive.
There's no one else is.
it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Like in the most embarrassing possible way. But yeah.
That's great.
So other bits of news. Let's see what we got next here on the list there.
I don't know.
Coming out with the
Oh
new
my
Mortal
gosh.
Kombat.
Yeah, they're coming out with a new Mortal Kombat 10.
It's got a story.
It's gonna be. Good God.
It's
not-
got
We
story.
don't have to go there yet. We
might as well.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that's going to come out of any of this.
Well, the thing about the new Mortal Kombat that's coming in April is that they're also coming out with a mobile version, but it's not. It's going to be like a card fighter type thing.
A card? A Mortal Kombat card fighter?
Card.
That sounds immensely more.
It could possibly be. Well,
Seriously, honestly, like I play card games, and that sounds boring to me.
Capcom came out with a card game for I think it was a Neo Geo
Oh, wow.
Pocket way back in the day, and I thought it was fantastic. And then I played it again somewhat recently. It was not fantastic.
You realize
I
there
thought it was
ways.
fantastic, but it was really, really basic.
What
Yeah,
happens when you
Overly
revisit those?
basic.
We don't ever revisit the past when it comes to games and movies.
right. Best to leave it where it is.
Leave it up in the brain.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about a Mortal Kombat card game, though. I struggle with card games in general. I mean, like, I like Magic the Gathering stuff because it's, it's right in front of me. But, like, Hearthstone and stuff like that, it's fun, but I can't spend time on it.
Well, I like
I
Magic.
try, but I fail.
For me, Magic's a social thing. I go
Yeah.
when I play with other people in the same room. I couldn't do it online. Online, it would drive me crazy. I'd be like, I don't know who that is. There's not a dude there. Like for me, it's about the meta game. It's all about the I'm getting in your head the whole time. That's why I play Magic. It's a social thing. If I'm not playing with someone else,
It is a social thing. Like, there was a shirt I saw that I really wanted. It was a Magic the Gathering shirt, and it just says, "I have not," and it had the tap symbol. Any of my islands this turn. This is not going to be your turn, which is so true. It's pretty funny, but it's that kind of like, thought process and where you're getting into someone's head,
right?
Where like, oh, he hasn't tapped into his islands. Oh, and all you're holding on to is like 3 other islands,
right?
but they just think.
Yeah, they think.
They just think.
All they have to do. All you have to do is say no enough times. They'll convince themselves. You can say no one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game. I don't mind Hearthstone as much, and that isn't necessarily like the online nature of it does bother me. I'm not gonna lie, but part of the reason why I don't mind Hearthstone as much is because I really like the arena.
Yeah.
In it, I think the arena is a lot of fun. It is hard to be good at the arena,
It is hard to be good at the arena.
but there is a way of doing it. People who are good at arena are good consistently, so you can be good. But you're always gonna get that bad game here and there. It's just that
Right.
a good game for me is like 7 wins out of 12.
A good game for me is like 3 wins at the arena.
But the arena's fun. It's basically a draft. So
Well, Blizzard has gone out of their way even to make it less social than Hearthstone could be.
because they cut off the chat,
Yeah,
yeah.
because you can't even chat with
Oh,
your
there's a way to
opponents.
chat.
Well, you can chat with people on your friends list if you're playing together. Like I can chat with Nate and other people, like other friends that are on my friends list. I can chat with, but I can't chat with like random.
Right.
Oh,
So if I go and sign up for like a random game for league play or ranked play or whatever,
Ladder.
I can't talk to whoever I'm playing. I can't be like, oh, that was a great play. I can't like, oh, that was brilliant. I had no idea what you were doing, and then when it happened, I was like, well, damn it.
No.
You know,
it's one of the frustrating things that they did in that.
You can't do any of that. You can't chat.
Is
You
it
can't
because of like cyberbullying or something?
I think they were just afraid of it becoming a toxic environment, like League. Yeah, which I mean happens with competitive games,
right?
And so, but they didn't stop it. Is the problem?
Well, give you the option to just block your opponent. Then if you don't want to chat, give you the option to just.
I think the option should be there
or whatever.
But here's the thing: they didn't stop even what they intended to stop because the winner can still like perform, as they say, BM bad manners. When like all you have to do is hit them once with one creature, and instead you go through this elaborate process of keeping them in the game while you're doing a bunch of other
bullcrap. You don't have to do just instead of just taking them out.
Instead of just killing them and make it go faster.
Yep.
So
just move on to the next game. You're just going to be a dick and be like, oh,
and strangely enough,
other stuff first.
BM has become quite popular even in the pro scene, like in pro tournaments and stuff. We'll BM at the end of games, and the best
part, the only way they have to like show up. Everybody, when you win, especially if you win big, or you come back with this like a sweet victory at the end or whatever, you want to show off a little bit. Yeah. That's the only way they give you the. You can't even be like, dude, that was a great game or whatever. You can't be happy. You can't celebrate, showboat anything in any other way except for being a dick.
Other than BMing, yeah.
Other than being a dick, and that's.
Well,
just bad design in my mind.
The funny part though about BMing though, I have to admit, I'm not terribly against it, and that's mainly because when you fuck up BMing and you miss lethal because you screwed around too much, and then the other person gets to come back and win.
Right.
That's hilarious. That's happened in tournaments.
They get to come around and show their BM instead. Yeah. What's up? I'm better at this than you.
Yeah. But anyway, speaking of Blizzard, they're starting a new thing in WoW and World of Warcraft where you can purchase game time and then sell it as a token, a WoW token, on the auction house.
That's not the most important thing that Blizzard's changed.
Oh.
They've added a camera to take selfies.
Oh, don't even.
In the World of Warcraft.
Yes, they did. The selfie camera.
You can take World of Warcraft selfies now.
Yeah. And it's literally a picture of your character doing this.
Is what your digital world needed.
No joke.
Was selfies. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the way of the future.
Listen, we're all.
I want to know when I can buy my World of Warcraft selfie stick. And can I get a Sweet Dragon selfie stick? Just saying.
You should probably.
I need customizable selfie sticks for my character.
I think my selfie stick needs a. Oh, it's my puppy going a little crazy.
What's y'all angry about?
I don't know. But anyways, I think my selfie stick needs stats.
Right. I need a selfie stick with like plus 12 wisdom or whatever.
Stat stick.
Stat stick. Ridiculous.
I don't know. The whole thing about this token thing, it's gonna like, I'm trying to determine whether or not it's gonna like, because it's you're selling it on the auction house, so it is becoming part of the economy. Like when it sells is going to be depending on when somebody buys it. Period. So, like, you stick it on there, the auction doesn't go away, it just stays there until someone buys the token. You know,
right.
Good news, bad news. Good news is if you sell it at a point where, you know, perhaps it's you sell it for real high.
So you're buying this game time token with real American money.
Yeah.
American. And then
other players,
whatever.
Other players can buy the token.
What's this euro? Whatever. It's not even a real thing.
Money.
It's not even a real word.
Monopoly style.
But they can buy the token off the auction house for gold.
For gold.
So they don't have to pay real money.
Right.
For game time. Now,
isn't that just gonna exacerbate their Chinese gold farmer problem?
Maybe.
I guess it depends on where the gold markets are at, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's cheaper for me to buy enough gold to buy subscription time, then I'm gonna go and do that, right?
Right.
Don't that make sense?
I never thought about it that way. That makes perfect sense. I mean, you spend like what, $1.50 for 1,000 gold or something like that, and
right. If that much, even.
That's what it was back when I read about it.
What's going to do the gold farmer?
But I explored on the internet. I just looked. I just looked.
I don't know what's going to do to the gold farmer market, because the whole thing about gold farmers is people wanting to get gold quick, right?
Right.
Well, if they're getting gold quick, that means they have money for a subscription. If they're buying gold, You're not going to buy gold to buy a subscription token.
Well, it depends on how much gold costs me to get a subscription token versus how much I can.
That just depends on how much someone's selling it.
If I could pay $5 to get enough gold to buy a subscription token instead of paying $15 for a month's subscription,
it'll be considerably more than 5,000 or even like.
Well, it depends on how much the gold. Like I don't have any idea what the gold market is going for these days.
My guess, just from the last time I played, which mind you has been a number of months, but from the last time I played, I would say 15,000 at the very minimum. For a WoW subscription token.
You think so?
Yeah.
People want to pay like $1,000 for a dollar?
Huh?
You think that's going to be the going price? Like we're roughly like $1 US for 1,000 gold.
For 1,000 gold. Well, because it's coming pretty quick. The gold comes pretty fast. Like without even trying, I was sitting at like 8,000.
That's true. Yeah. Last time I played, I mean, by the time I reached from the entrance to the new expansion to the end, I had enough to buy most everything I needed in regards to like flying and stuff like that.
Well, it's even
which you don't have to worry about anymore because Blizzard hates freedom.
Yeah.
It's even more lucrative now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I imagine it probably is. Yeah.
But that's all dropping right on the heels of 6.2 or whatever. For 6.1, I think it is.
I haven't even done any of that new ratings stuff yet, but
we would report on that, but we don't know what's going on
because we don't care.
I haven't been back there for a while.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
I don't care.
I don't care that much, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'll wait and watch the videos, the cinematics, and the lore.
The cinematics were pretty cool.
I still am interested in that.
The storyline cinematics for the playing through the zones were really pretty cool.
Actually, you would like this particular.
Probably. I mean, I've watched a lot of videos on it, and I've enjoyed what I have seen when it comes to cinematics and storylines and stuff, especially Thrall whooping the garage. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
But the, let's see. Oh, on the other game news here. This one's weird. This is a bit of a trip down memory lane. You may or may not remember this game, Ryan.
Probably not.
As you were a little younger than us, and we were pretty young when it came out. That's Clay Fighter. Back in the Super Nintendo days.
What was it about?
It was about literally.
It was a fighting game.
Oh,
with a story though. It had a great story.
It did not have
a
story.
Super involved.
You're getting things mixed up.
Detailed story.
You're getting things
with
mixed
lots
up.
of cutscenes that were not filler, but were important story.
There wasn't a
character
single.
development.
There wasn't a single cutscene.
Very deep characters of Clay Fighter.
Why are you lying to
me? It had a whole bunch of story to it. It was like
just a liar.
There was like some clay. No, but they're basically just like claymation figures. Some of them were people. Some of them were just like a blob. Mm-hmm. And it was just a fun little fighting game that came out when we were kids.
It basically had the same sort of like brutal moves and cutting things off as like Mortal Kombat, but they were all clay, so it didn't matter. They were like clay figures, literally. Like you were like a 3-year-old made a clay figure, and a snowman, and stuff like that. And then they had like their own little finishing moves. But the thing is they're actually creating a new. I thought they were just remastering the old one, which is a very popular thing to do: remaster an old game and re-release it.
Right.
For nostalgia. But they're actually creating a new Clay Fighters game, which I can't help but feel is folly.
I mean,
it has as much story as the first one had. It's going to be super fantastic, I think.
Well, if you knew what you were talking about when it came to Mortal Kombat, I would listen to a word you say.
I don't have to know what I'm talking about.
You do. You kind of do.
Because I know fighting games don't have story.
You haven't played enough to know that.
They don't have story.
Almost all of them don't
have story.
Like 99.9999% of them do not. I agree. And that's what makes Mortal Kombat so weird.
It's impossible to. It's impossible.
It's okay. He hasn't played it.
It's like
he's like literally.
It's like trying to find the fourth corner. It's like trying to find the fourth corner of a triangle. There's no fourth corner in the triangle.
Smells of a fart.
That's why there's no story in a fighting game because they're triangles and story is the fourth corner. It doesn't exist.
Now he's just talking about shapes.
There's no story.
Before we get into who's right and who's wrong on this one, let's talk a little bit about what the perceived story is in Mortal Kombat. Like, have you read that much about it? Like, have you seen the games for it?
Yeah.
Or previews and stuff?
Well, Mortal Kombat 9, which was the last one, had a story mode that was more cutscene than it was fighting. honest to goodness. And it was like watching a movie of what was going on.
I remember hearing a lot of people complain about that.
Yeah.
They didn't get to play the game at all.
They didn't get to play the game at all. It was a big problem, actually. And the other problem with it was that they forced you to play a particular character to fit the storyline. So you were literally just sort of forced. You were just watching a movie. There's like, why even bother making me play through this? Just show it to me.
Oh, wait, so you didn't even get a storyline for like every individual character?
For most of the characters, you did. Like the ones who were considered like main characters in the MK universe, like
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang, for instance. You know, we talked a lot about Shao Kahn. And
Liu Kang's the most important.
Raiden. Who I found out, actually, strangely enough, Raiden's character, one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, was Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
And
never seen it. It's probably
you've never seen it?
It's probably crap. I'm sure it's crap.
Oh, it's total crap. No, it is. It's
right,
a terrible.
I understand it's supposed to be horrible. Right?
Yeah, it's a terrible movie. But
which means I would probably love it because I love watching.
You might just.
Movies.
Well, there was a guy in it who had like a hat like Raiden's and had lightning powers like Raiden, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. They're very similar, and I found out that Raiden's design was based completely off of that guy.
Nice.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. A little bit of information.
Nice.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah. But anyway,
It feels so taut.
you talked. Okay, what else were you?
Well, you were saying that the new one has got story mode.
Yeah.
And here you say story mode is, quote, sure to be robust.
Robust. Yes,
Robust.
the word
It is-
robust.
This belongs.
Robust.
This belongs here. This belongs here.
You didn't put them in the.
You're right. I didn't, but I meant to. I think I ended up with parentheses.
Not these. He had these.
Parentheses. Right.
I had parentheses. One of
Parentheses.
these. I got these. But
You know how your keyboard works?
yeah. Apparently.
You're like, I just pressed the button and it happened. I'm like, I don't know. It's too late now.
I'm sending you the email
It's too late to fix
phone
now.
calls. Between
So-
phone calls, so I'm just typing as quickly as I can.
You're like, it's too late to fix now. Just have to go with
But
it.
anyways, the thing is that Mortal Kombat 9 had went through the entire canon storyline of what happened from Mortal Kombat 1 all the way through to the latest Mortal Kombat up to 9, and then this next one is supposed to be 25 years in the future.
Oh,
So
wow.
there's supposed to be a lot of catch up and actual explaining of where the characters have been and who's dead for real and who's fake dead. This person's actually dead. This person's fake. Like Johnny Cage, he's dead. JK, he's actually alive. Because they've only done that 3 times.
His name's also JK. Just.
But there's a lot of they have done some fun things for the intros of characters. You know how the game begins, they always say something before they fight. Well, all the character pairings, you pick a character, I pick a character. No matter what characters we pick, they all have unique things they say to each other. Just fun stuff like that, which is kind of cool. It gives the game a little bit more, I don't know,
robust storyline.
Yeah. Storyline. But just a little bit more flavor. I like it.
Cool.
The fatalities are brutal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's the one thing I've always liked about the Mortal Kombat fighting games. 'Cause I didn't play a whole lot of fighting games, but when I did and played Mortal Kombat, it was I would struggle so hard to figure out the fatality codes or whatever they are,
Right.
because I wanted to see just the nasty explosions.
They're very, very brutal.
Back in the day, Liu Kang was the only one that I could do. And so we used to, when me and Connor and a couple other friends, we did cup day camp. Scouts would show up from 8 to 4 or whatever. We'd have the rest of the night to ourselves. And we had a TV and an old Super Nintendo, and we played hours and hours and hours of Mortal Kombat round robin, the 10 of us. Just you lose, you pass the controller on the next dude. So there's a lot
Liu
of
Kang had the worst
wins.
one.
It was horrible.
It was like a
It was
dragon, and it
awful.
was bite you in half.
Right. It was awful,
terrible.
but it was easy to do.
Didn't he turn into the dragon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
It was easy to do, and his bicycle kick was
So
a
did
beast.
the whole upper body
So-
of the person he ate go into his tiny little stomach?
Yes.
He was a big dragon.
Well, true, but when he turns into the dragon and they eat you, come back, did he turn into the giant dragon, or did he just kind of morph into
I'm
it?
just going to say magic here, and we're going to leave it at that and move on, because the physics of magic
He had a bicycle kick
don't exist.
where he could literally
Right.
just all the way across the screen.
the screen.
If he can do that, he can eat whatever the hell
Anything
he
else,
wants. It doesn't matter.
anything else, right? That burns a lot of calories for starters. Metabolism super high.
And probably human meat is pretty lean, from what I understand.
Well, they're fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, none of these dudes are fat, so yeah.
So,
He's going to burn through that pretty quick. Plus, shapeshifting to a dragon takes a lot of calories to it.
I imagine, yeah.
One of the interesting things about this game is that normally you pick a fighter and maybe you get to pick like what your special move, like your super special move is going to be. Maybe you have multiple options, maybe not. But most times you just pick a fighter and that's your fighter, that's your guy.
Right.
And you go into battle. Well, in this Mortal Kombat, it's going to have each character's going to have 3 variations, and the variations on the characters may be very large and really change what the character is capable of, or they may be very small and really don't affect too much.
Oh god, I can see this being a lot of fun, but they're not gonna do like you get like little tick legs, Liu Kang. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he loses his bicycle kick, but he can jump super high now.
Oh my gosh!
Oh god.
I would like to have sword legs.
Right, like I want sword legs, Liu Kang.
Sword legs, Liu Kang.
What she was in. Speaking, like jumping back to the Kingsmen. She was in the Scorpion King. She was Solomon or whatever. The
Anaxinamun.
Yes.
Anaxinamun.
I was like, that's a chick with sword legs.
I got jumping back to Kingsman. So we're jumping back like a week ago. That's a hell of a jump.
That's the last podcast, which was like 2 weeks ago.
Wow, you're like a time lord.
I got it.
How do you do it?
But
how do you remember so far back, dude?
But like some of the variations are pretty interesting. Like one of them for Kitana, like she has the fans normally.
Right.
But one of them's called
like bicycle wheels instead.
Well, one of them's called Mournful, and she uses the staff that Jade had, which was the green female ninja that looked exactly like her.
Right.
And
the other.
That's how people figured out that Jade is for reals dead, because it's called Mournful. That particular like version.
Got it.
Yeah.
So Jade is for reals dead.
For reals dead.
For reals dead.
But yeah, I don't know. The whole thing looks pretty fun, pretty interesting. I think you're gonna end up seeing a lot of characters, even though you're gonna have like the same. It's gonna be the exact same like model. They're gonna play incredibly differently, and it's gonna give you effectively a larger cast.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. It'll still be Mortal Kombat.
It'll absolutely still be Mortal Kombat. That's not changing. But, well, Puppy, come here. Say hi. Hello. All right, get down.
Now you're done.
That's it, chill. Right.
That's your 15 minutes.
Sits right on my feet.
It's over.
Let's see what else we got here. Movies. Oh, no, it's not some video news. Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be releasing Battlefront 3 this year.
Battlefront 3. Probably the best Star Wars game ever made. Oh, what?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Wait, what are you gonna say?
I liked the one with Mace. Was it not?
Nope.
I know the game. You're playing like another smuggler, and you're running around. It was for Super Nintendo.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Or no, it was N64. It was N64.
He's talking about the one with Onassi, or what was his name? I can't remember now.
That's just one of the only ones I really played a lot.
He was a smuggler, and then he became a Jedi later because everybody became a Jedi.
Yeah.
So
no.
Yeah, you're wrong. That was not the best one.
Yeah.
It was
your opinion, man.
Star Wars Battlefront. Did you ever play Star Wars Battlefront?
I love Star Wars
Battlefront.
No, an opinion is I like this one more than the other one, which is the best one. Is obviously Star Wars Battlefront 3.
Right.
Was that?
Anyway, yeah. So the next one is coming out. They had a teaser for it like 2 years ago at E3, and haven't heard hide nor hair of the game or seen anything since.
Yeah, but I still think it'll be alright. I mean, it's not like they have a lot to mess up.
Well, plus, I mean, with the new Star Wars movie coming out, this is probably going to do really well.
Right.
The problem, Roby, isn't they don't have a lot to mess up. The problem is that they feel like they have to create something to mess up.
This is true.
This is what they do.
Well, the question is, are they going to go to like COD style with it?
Oh,
because it is the first-person shooter for all intents and purposes. And so, are they going to try and go to like COD style with it?
I thought it was third.
I think technically it's third. You can switch it to be first if you want.
You can switch it to be first.
Yeah,
which
technically it's over the shoulder third.
I would rather them go more Battlefield with it. If they're going to go that route,
it would be. Well, yeah, it would be a much more Battlefield type game.
Yeah, it's much more
because I could see some giant like Battlefront games.
Battlefront 2 was a lot of fun online too. If you ever play like online with other people, it was a lot of fun. You can still play. I play on my computer every once in a while because I have it on Steam, and so I'll roll it out and just play on my computer. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, big fan of it. But other Star Wars games news: the defunct title that was Star Wars 1313 has been revived and will be hopefully completed and released.
Yep.
Which I don't know who picked it up. That's information I really probably should have.
Who picked it up?
Yeah, I don't.
Disney. I think it's all.
No,
Disney got all that kind of stuff.
I know they did. I just don't know who picked up the what company they got to finish development on.
Finish development?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
we should probably find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Star Wars 1313.
1313 looked really fun. Had an interesting. It was third-person, cover-based. Combat. From what I saw, anyways, at the time. Of course, it was an early tech demo for it that really never came to fruition. But
everyone's trying to get EA to do it.
Why?
I don't know.
Everybody hates EA too. Why would they be like, let's get EA to do this? We hate them.
Some people want. Well, these are all 2013.
Yeah.
So Dice is who's doing Battlefront.
Yeah. I think they'll do a good job on it.
I think so too. I have faith in Dice. But I'm going to say this. I feel like I have to say this.
Real talk.
Overhyped, underdelivered.
Okay, it can't be overhyped. If you haven't heard anything about it in 2 years, it is not overhyped.
They have a whole year. Wow. Okay. They have 9 months. They have 9 months
to overhype,
and you're going to see a lot of that.
I'm just saying
they can absolutely do it.
They could manage it over. I'm not saying they can't manage to overhype and underdeliver. They can, but it's not going to be the same as Destiny.
Before a year, okay, that's true. But before, but almost all the hype for Destiny really came at the release year.
Right,
that's when it really came.
Right,
like all the hype for a game that comes before that is almost entirely due to the community.
Right.
Like just
that's the community. Off. That's what they do. They circle themselves off until the point where they're like, whatever comes out is going to be a disappointment to them.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. And
it's going to disappoint.
I think with this game, what I'm scared of most when it comes to these sort of games is that, like, hey, you had a winning combination then. There wasn't a lot wrong with the game, right? So you need to preserve that without adding too much fluff that's going to detract from it.
Right. You need to update the graphics some, update the gameplay some, but don't change the core of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't make me buy stuff to get unlocked new trooper sets.
Yeah. Don't
microtransaction me to death.
Oh,
it's gonna immediately make me want to murder someone.
Yeah?
All games have microtransactions now.
All of them?
Every single one.
King Ryan has spoken. In all games will have microtransactions from here.
Make it so.
Forever.
I'm going to make a game with no microtransactions.
King Ryan, when I'll let you have that game. People will forbid it.
You cannot have that game.
Damn it. But, okay, let's see.
It will be verboten.
We're coming down towards the end of it. Oh.
Yeah. Daredevil.
The Netflix series, Daredevil.
Yeah. The Netflix Daredevil series.
If you haven't watched that preview, you should go check it out.
Yeah, April 10th it starts. So we got about a month until it starts. April's gonna be a busy month. Game of Thrones is gonna kick off.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Daredevil to talk about.
I still gotta finish the next season of House of Cards.
House of Cards, yes. I've been watching the next season. I've not finished it yet. I'm 2 or 3 episodes in.
But
spoiler alert, bro. Stamper's not dead. Yeah. You find that out 10 minutes in, so it's not really a spoiler. Okay. You literally find 10 minutes in.
You ruined it.
10 minutes in, they cut the Stamper, and you're like, oh, Stamper's not dead. Okay, cool.
But I
was pretty shocked by that, actually. I'm like, how is Stamper not dead?
I'm actually kind of excited. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. starts pretty soon, if it hasn't started already. Maybe I
think it was last week.
Was it?
Last week they started it up.
Okay.
No, it was this week.
It was this week.
So whenever it would have aired this week.
Yeah.
It's like a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Tuesday, yeah. So it should be there now, but
yeah.
Out there now. But I'm excited for it because they do a really good job of tying that into what's ever happening in the movies.
Right.
And so we have Age of Ultron coming up.
Yeah.
I would love to see how this is going to you know.
And we have Ant-Man before that, right?
Yeah, Ant-Man before that. Well, some things don't show up. Like Ant-Man may or may not show up depending on how global the threat is. You know, in Ant-Man,
right?
It may not show up, but yeah, obviously, Age of Ultron is going to be very global.
Right.
So
that's definitely going to show up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I like Ultron. I like the fact that he's like been created by somebody, AI, and goes rampant. They're sticking with that story, but Tony Stark again.
Well, Tony Stark's the only person they have in the universe that fits that role, and they don't have like Hank Pym isn't yet really in the universe.
He may never be,
and he no, technically he will be.
Really?
An Ant-Man.
Oh.
The old guy.
Oh, he's gonna be Pym.
He's gonna be Pym.
Making Pym an old man, huh?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
And that's why they're bringing in the younger Ant-Man, because they want to make him an older guy. So Pym will be in the universe, but they've set Tony Stark up to be that role for everything because they're keeping it simpler in the movie, so you only have one guy to keep track of. It's the same reason why they like do things in Game of Thrones. They get cut out extra characters and give their roles to other people who are already visible.
Well, I just find it ironic that it's Tony Stark once again creating a worldwide issue,
right? That
the Avengers have to fix,
and nobody's come along and been like, you know what? If we just got rid of this Tony Stark dude,
right?
Yeah.
For real, if we just killed him or put him in prison somewhere, or quit giving him access to technology, we could save everyone a lot of issues.
Yeah, but he built the thing in a cave, so he'll get out of whatever prison you put him in.
Not if you don't give him things to work with.
Tony Stark built this.
But the whole thing is like, but then Tony Stark goes, oh, you know what? This Hulk thing is dangerous. I better build some. You're the single biggest threat to the world, Tony Stark.
Right.
Not the Hulk.
Right. Not the Hulk. It's you.
Are you building the Hulkbuster armor so you can finally destroy the world and the Hulk's the only guy who can? That's what it's about.
That's what it's about. Trying to see if the Hulk if he can beat something that can beat the Hulk, so that he knows he can take over the whole world. Yeah.
Ridiculous. Anyway.
Agreed.
I'm still looking forward to it. The new trailer that came out for it has the Vision at the very end, a little flash of them. Yeah. I'm very excited to see the Vision. I think the Vision was one of the cooler characters. I really liked from the comic books, just because he was so just very.
Yeah, he was very androidish.
Yeah, but I liked him.
Yeah, should be fun. Should be interesting.
Looking forward to it.
Movie theater's going to have the 29 hours of Marvel movies.
You guys want to go?
Leading up. Yeah, I kind of do.
Are we going to go for all 29 hours?
Now, here's the question. If we buy a ticket, okay, for all 29 hours.
I'll be honest with you.
Will we be like, look 15 years ago, I'd have been like, yeah, we're going to go for 29 hours. We'll be all right.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, 15 years ago, like, fuck yeah, I can do that. Let's do it.
No problem. That's an average weekend. But we're a little old for that now.
Whatever.
And I'm like, all right.
No,
now we're going.
Okay.
Now we're going. Now it's a goddamn challenge. So now we have to go. Why did you have to do that, Ryan?
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm going to have to miss 2 days of work.
If we can we come back and sleep? Can we come back and sleep at some point?
Right. Well, I'm like, look, they're showing like, the schedule's online or whatever. So during the night, they're showing some of the Captain America, the first Captain America movie.
Let's get
it's
that.
A little bit boring, but it happens in the middle of the night, so that's a good nap time.
Right.
At the theater.
At the theater?
At the theater.
They better have beds there.
I wonder if they'll have it in the cinema suite.
My guess is no,
because the last one's gonna be 3D.
Yeah.
It's in real D.
Real D.
So many Ds.
So much D.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give it a try, but I wonder if we could get tickets, and then if we leave, can we come back later on our same tickets or whatever and catch other shows, or will they be selling individual tickets to shows?
No.
Can I see Thor: The Dark World or whatever? And Avengers is scheduled for 5:40 in the morning on that Friday morning.
Well,
the first Avengers.
I think after 29 hours, our schedule will be fucked up enough that it won't matter what time it is.
This is true.
Just think of it like Vegas. I
drink a lot in Vegas, so I don't know if I can think of it that way.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking schedule-wise, because, you know...
Well,
unless you want me in the theater...
If we're in Easton and we go out to McGuffin, you can still drink a lot there.
That's true. That's true.
But if you want me in...
overpriced bar.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring in a bottle. I got it.
If you want me in that theater screaming, "Where are the strippers?" then maybe we can do that. But I don't think it's a great idea.
I'm willing to explore the options at least.
We'll get more information as it comes out. See what's going on, definitely.
You know, because if we come in an hour, whatever, like leave for dinner or whatever, you know, like we'll come in, watch Iron Man, and then like the Incredible Hulk, and we can take a break.
Do we ever watch the Incredible Hulk?
The one that Norm was good. You shut the fuck up. I won't hit you with this.
Hey guys, we're all friends here.
There's gonna be violence.
We were. Well, to be fair, I like the one before that too.
Week. I do too.
Well,
no one else does.
No one else does. But I liked it.
Oh, the bullets bounce off of his skin.
What, the Hulk?
Well, he's the Hulk. So
yeah,
of course they bounce off his goddamn skin.
Well, we're talking about the one with
Benna.
I didn't really much care for the storyline of that one, though.
I liked it. I liked it just fine.
The storyline was fine. I mean, it wasn't like a fighting game storyline or anything, but it was pretty good.
It had Jennifer Connelly in it.
Right. Always a bonus.
Yeah.
Plus it had gigantic gamma-infected poodle.
That's true. I forgot about the gamma-infected poodles.
And everyone's like, oh, that's so dumb. I'm like, why? Why is that dumb? Because it's a poodle. Well, I said like a poodle's not a real dog. Because it's a real dog.
And you get enough gamma radiation, it's going to be dangerous.
It's going to be dangerous in a discussion.
For real.
Frills.
Frills, dude.
Frills.
Yeah. There we go. I think
that's it. I think we covered it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. We're going to go see Chappie this weekend.
This weekend, yeah.
I've heard bad things.
Really?
It doesn't surprise me.
The like forums and the boards, I've heard bad things.
Well, Reddit? Yeah.
Yeah, mostly. But I think it kind of got lost. Mostly I've seen people say like it tries too hard without really conveying. Like it tries hard to be like a deep message about something without actually getting there.
Okay.
So,
well,
and it looks like, because like originally when it came out, it was like, this is a Robot Fields movie. And then the later trailers were like, this movie's about kicking fucking ass and killing shit and blowing stuff up.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, is it the same movie? Because you don't really do a good Robot Fields movie and a kick-ass shoot people in the face movie at the same time.
Well, you have a Robot Fields movie with a little bit of ass kicking.
Right.
Because that's why Short Circuit was popular.
Right.
A little bit of ass kicking, you know.
But you had the Robot Fields movie.
And Robot Fields
it was a great Robot Fields movie.
What's a better Robot Fields movie? Short Circuit or No Batteries Included?
Ooh. Wow.
I think as far as Robot Fields movies go,
yeah,
I'm gonna go Batteries Not Included.
Yeah.
I
applaud you, sir.
As an overall movie where you like count the comedy relief and everything else,
Short Circuit.
Short Circuit.
But if we're looking strictly for like Robot Fields, Batteries Not Included.
Part of me wants to like go back to Short Circuit and just superimpose the N-word in like different places in the movie.
That would be a fun little project. Because it is kind of like a
revamp. Johnny Five call himself Chappie.
I am Johnny Five.
Yeah. So it should be interesting though, regardless. Looking forward to seeing it, whether it's horrible or not.
Well, it was one of our look forward to titles this year. So yeah.
And I still want to see Everly at some point. We'll have to watch it online, I think.
I feel like
I don't really want to go down to the Gateway Film Center to watch it, but
it's nice theater. It's just downtown,
right? And we don't do
There's
downtown.
People are terrible.
There's a rule we do not do downtown. I always look for the least downtown activities to do.
Parking was good downtown. I wouldn't mind going downtown.
Right, but it's not.
It's
usually not.
Or you do find that sweet parking garage. It's like right next to where you want to go, but it's $8.50 just to park.
Well, it's $8.50 to like greet the guy.
Right. No, $10 to leave your car there for 20 minutes.
It's ridiculous.
And if you give them $15, they may let you back in and pick it up.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive. But anyways, yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's take us out, sir.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. Told you there's so much more. If you read the description. Yeah, but join us next week. Maybe episode 22. Maybe season 3. Maybe. They
should be definitive about it. There you go. Now they know for sure.